Yo, what is poppin', people? My name is OutofOrder. Welcome back to the channel, and as you guys can see, we're gonna be ranking every single video editing program. Now, this is a video I've been wanting to make for a very long time, and I feel like I'm finally ready to make this video. So as you guys can see, we got a ton of programs lined up over here. Now, I'm only gonna be ranking the video editing programs that I have personally myself used, alright? So there's not gonna be any Final Cut or any, I don't know, 3ds Max or whatever. You know what I mean? If I've never used the program before, I'm not gonna judge it because I feel like it's only fair to judge programs that I personally have used before. So with that all being said, guys, let's go down the list of programs starting from top to bottom. We got Hitfilm, we got Cinema 4D, we got Wondershare Filmora, we got Foundry Nuke, we got Windows Movie Maker, iMovie, Vegas Pro, Davinci Resolve, Camtasia, CapCut, Blender, VideoStar, CyberLink Power Director, After Effects, Lightworks, Premiere Pro, and then just for fun, I added YouTube's video editing program. And then we also got Panzoid, we got Maya, we got Houdini, and lastly, we got Unreal Engine. Alright, guys, this is gonna be a funny video, alright? I already know a lot of people are gonna be pissed at what I have to say because I feel like what I'm gonna say is a little bit, I guess, different. I don't know. I don't like a lot of these programs, but I also do like a lot of programs that not a lot of people like, so we're just gonna see how this all goes. Alright, so let's just go from top to bottom. Alright, let's get started. So the very first program we got is Hitfilm. Now, if you guys don't know what Hitfilm is, man, this makes me feel old. Alright, this was like the original Davinci. Alright, this program right here, Hitfilm, it was basically Premiere Pro but free. Alright, it was the free Premiere Pro. It looked almost the exact same, except it was free. I mean, they did have a paid version, but the express version is the one I'm going to be focusing on because that's the version I use the most, and honestly, it's actually good. Alright, it's not bad. For a free program, it's pretty good. Now, I don't know how good it is nowadays because I haven't used it in a while. I need to come back to this later because I really don't know. It's either an A- or a B+. I'll give it B because I wouldn't use it again. Like, it's a good program, don't get me wrong. If you're starting off Hitfilm, you can't go wrong with that. When I did use it, yeah, it was pretty fire. Alright, it's a B. It's a B. Alright, next up, we're on to Cinema 4D. Now, this is another rule I want to add in. So, there's a few 3D programs on this list. I'm only going to be judging the 3D program based on, like, the actual program. So, we're not going to be talking about rendering because you could get the same render engine on pretty much all of these and get the same result. So we're not going to be talking about that. We're just going to be focusing on the program itself. All right, so coming up next, we have Cinema 4D. All right, now listen, guys, if you guys are new to the channel, I've made a ton of tutorials and a ton of videos about Cinema 4D. I've streamed myself using this program a lot.
Watch it, watch it. Straight up dead. Straight up dead, dude.
It's honestly one of the very first programs I ever got. Alright, the reason I even got into 3D in the first place, before I even started making like edits, I was originally just making those really stupid intro templates. Alright, there's some really dumb intro templates I've made, and some of them are still on my channel. I mean, I just felt like a G. I just felt lit, you know, having spinny text, syncing it to some beats, and then after that I started making Minecraft animations on this program, and man, let me tell you, alright, Cinema 4D is pretty good. Alright, I will say though, it's probably one of the hardest programs to learn out of all of these. I feel like and maybe not the hardest, but it's definitely not easy to learn. But I feel like because I started it at such a young age, I kind of got a good like understanding of it, except I'm nowhere near an expert. Like I'm pretty much a noob, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this program has honestly changed my life. It's one of the most fun programs to use just because you can do so much in it. It pretty much is built for everything. A lot of people clown on it saying it's kind of outdated and like unstable because it just uses like some old code. I feel like for how ancient and just how much of a G it is, everyone knows about Cinema 4D. I feel like you just can't go wrong with this program. Yeah, it's got to be an S tier. All right, Cinema 4D is an easy S tier. I made so many tutorials on it, and I should probably make more. And I feel like honestly, you don't even need to use it professionally. You don't even need to use Cinema 4D to like make something cool. You could genuinely just open the program and just have fun with it. You know, you could just have some fun, play around, make some cool stuff with it. Oh, another reason why it's S tier. All right, if you're a student or a teacher, this program is only $10. All right, they got a little education like discount, $10. All right, you get this whole thing for $10, including Redshift, including Red Giant, including all of their other stuff. Like, I don't know, dude, you just can't beat that. You just can't beat it. S tier. All right, top of S tier is some fire. I don't know if it's my favorite yet. All right, we're gonna get onto that later, but for now, it's an S tier program. This one's gonna be good. All right, this one's gonna be fun. All right, listen, we got Wondershare Filmora right now. I'm just gonna be real here. All right, I don't like lying at all. If you're a fan of Filmora, if you use Filmora, stop it. Uninstall it right now. now, alright? I'm doing you a favor. You do not want to use Filmora, and let me explain why, alright? I've made a few videos about it. I've talked about it on stream. Alright, this program is an actual plague on society. It is a complete menace to editing as a whole. And now, I'm just gonna summarize it because I don't want to get all tinfoil hatty and, you know, I don't want to be all tweaking out here. The history behind Filmora is pretty corrupt, alright? It started off as spyware, pretty much. There's rumors online. There's tons of old, ancient articles. This program used to spy on you. I mean, I don't want to get political, but like, alright, it's a Chinese-owned program, alright? Like, who would have ever thought? Alright, let's be real here. But another thing that makes this program even worse is there's a lot of allegations surrounding pretty much the history about it. So basically, the company behind it was known for making like fake articles to promote it. They were known to make accounts to promote sales, like on different forum posts. It's full-on corrupt, alright? It is one of the most corrupt programs ever. It literally is just hogging all the money. It's doing a lot of stupid business tactics, doing a lot of just shady and shitty marketing, honestly. Like, when it comes down to the nitty-gritty, it's pretty much abusing a lot of marketing just to make some sales, alright? Just to make some profit, alright? It is actually not even embarrassing, it's just wrong, alright? This program is wrong to use, alright? Genuinely, if you want to learn more about it, you could watch my video I made on it, albeit it is pretty cringe. It's a really old video. I probably should update it, alright? I'm not gonna slander their name no more because I'm really not slandering, alright? But we're not gonna get into that, alright? You know what I mean? We're not gonna get into it. I guess this is just all allegations for now. So take it with a grain of salt, alright? I'm not gonna be out here saying all this crazy stuff on this video right now. You could do your own research if you really want to know more about it. It's not hard to find. There's tons of information about this program and this company. They're a shitty company, alright? F tier. Alright, now that that's over, let's move on to something that's actually good. Alright, my Photoshop's bugging out because Photoshop likes to tweak on you sometimes, but nevertheless, we got Foundry Nuke. Now, I'll be honest, I don't have much experience with Foundry Nuke. I've only used it a couple times. Is it expensive as absolute crap? Yeah, it is, alright. But you can get the non-commercial version, which is like free or like cheap or something like that. That's the version I have. Alright, now let me just get started by saying this program is amazing, alright? It's pretty fire. And the amount of times I've used it, I understand why it's so, I guess, sought after, why it's like the holy grail of editing programs. This is absolutely amazing. However, I gotta protect you guys because I know my viewers are gonna want to look into this and try and pirate it. Alright, listen guys, if you're thinking about pirating this program, if you're trying to crack it, if you watch this video and you're like,
dude, OutofOrder said this program is fire, I may get myself a copy of it.
Don't do it. Alright, listen, they are known to they will straight up cream pie you, alright? They will go after you if you try and crack or pirate their program. They're gonna gun you down, alright? They will genuinely go after your ass and you're gonna be in some deep shit, alright? So don't pirate it. With that all being said though, it's a good program, alright? I haven't used it a lot because they're kind of scary and because they're really expensive. It's only getting an A tier. It's basically a node editing based program. It's like After Effects but like nodes, and it runs actually good. So yeah, A tier for sure. Alright guys, next up, this is a funny one, alright? We got Windows Movie Maker. Oh my god, my Photoshop's tweaking. Alright, we got Windows Movie Maker, guys. Now listen. Windows Movie Maker is ancient, alright? I feel like most new editors that are just starting off their editing careers will have no idea what this program is. But basically, this was the free editing program that like was made by Microsoft. That's why it's called Windows Movie Maker, alright? You can make some movies in this whip. But anyway, is it a good program? No, it's actually really terrible. It's the most basic editing program ever. However, it is one of the very first programs I ever started off with. When I was a really young kid, dude, I was trying to edit Call of Duty and Minecraft videos on this thing, alright? I genuinely wonder if Bill Gates or whoever was in charge of making Windows Movie Maker realized the amount of impact this program had, alright? You guys have no idea how many millions and millions of Minecraft videos were edited on this program. This was pretty much every Minecraft YouTuber's dream program. It was free and it got the job done. All you could do was really just cut clips, add text, and that's all you could do, really. You could do a little bit of color grading, but it was cringe, alright? There were some cringe transitions. You get what I mean? It's a basic program. It's just bad, alright? But, nah, I can't justify it. There's no buts. It's just bad. But it's a classic, alright? It has a lot of nostalgia to it, so it's not F tier. I mean, Filmora probably could do a better job than this, but you don't want to use Filmora. Yeah, it's D tier. It's not good. Alright, now we got Apple's equivalent. Now we got iMovie. Now, iMovie, it's pretty bad too, alright? It's the most basic editing. It has a little bit more features than Movie Maker because I'm pretty sure this is still continued. Movie Maker got discontinued years ago, but iMovie iMovie, it's basically Windows Movie Maker's like older, better brother, alright? It's still pretty bad. It has a better user interface. It's got a mobile app. It's also D tier, alright? It's better than Movie Maker, don't get me wrong. A lot of Minecraft videos were also made on this program, I can assume. Don't use Movie Maker, don't use iMovie, and you're pretty much good for life. Alright, now we got another classic. Alright, this one I'm pretty sure everyone is familiar with. This is Vegas Pro. Used to be called Sony Vegas Pro, and then it turned into Magix Vegas Pro. Now I think everyone just calls it Vegas Pro. I mean, some people still call it Sony Vegas Pro because that's what it was originally like established on, you know? Is it good? Hell yeah, it's actually really good. It's actually insane. It has a lot of features. It's almost like, to me, it's like a combination of Davinci, After Effects, Premiere, and like, I don't know, Logix Pro or something. It's really good though, alright? So what I like about Vegas, one, it's a classic, alright? This is one of the first programs I started off with. I pretty much used Movie Maker for a month when I first got into editing, and then I got Vegas Pro after because I was like, man, this program sucks. Vegas Pro, it's actually easy to learn. It runs really good. It renders super fast. Maybe not as fast as Davinci, but it renders really fast, and overall, there's a lot of good effects. It's pretty powerful. It's not got the best user interface, like user experience, I'm gonna be real. It's kind of doofy to work with. You kind of have to do some goofy stuff to get the result you want to do, but other than that, it's still a good program. It's genuinely amazing. I would give it A tier. Alright, this is an A tier program. It runs good, renders fast, has a lot of features, and oh, the best part, it is so good for audio engineering. I'm pretty sure it was originally made for like audio files. Like, it was made to edit. You can use VSTs, you can automate on there. One of the best editors that has an audio like editing part of it, you know what I mean? You don't need to load up stupid Audition or do no stupid stuff. You can automate right in the program. Is it S tier? I'm gonna come back to it. Alright, we'll give it A tier for now. Alright, next up, we got Davinci Resolve. Oh, where do I start with this? Okay, listen. I always thought Davinci was overrated until I actually used it. Alright, Davinci Resolve, everyone talks about. Pretty much every review or summary you're gonna hear about Davinci Resolve, they always talk about color grading on it. Because honestly, it is without a doubt the best color grading thing you can ever use. Nothing comes close to how good this is for color grading. Even Magic Bullet looks, even plugins, they are so ass in comparison to Davinci Resolve's color grading. And honestly, Davinci Resolve is basically Vegas Pro, but modern and free. You don't need to buy the premium version. I mean, you can. I have a copy of it, but it is free. If you do buy the premium version, you can pretty much use plugins and stuff. So it's basically like, I don't know, it's pretty good for that. And the color grading on it, it's incredible. I don't want to take up too much time talking about color grading. I mean, there's tons of videos on it, and I might make one in the future, but you have to try it yourself, because once you figure out and you do give it a shot, you'll never want to color grade in any other program. And I honestly don't. I like color grading in this program. Not only that, it has a good user interface. It runs really good. I feel like this program runs better than every other program on this entire list, and it renders so fast, dude. It's insane. Davinci Resolve is too overpowered, and it just has a modern user interface. It just feels modern. It doesn't look clunky or dumb like Premiere or Vegas. Alright, if you guys didn't know already, it's going into S tier. I definitely do think it's one of the best editing programs out there, and honestly, it's pretty revolutionary. So yeah, easy S tier. Alright, next up, we got Camtasia, or Cam Studio, whatever you want to call it. If you don't know what this is, it was originally most popular for being a screen recorder like Bandicam, so you already know a lot of Minecraft videos were edited on this thing. Is it good? It's alright. I mean, it's kind of like, okay, imagine iMovie, just upgrade it slightly better, alright? That's pretty much Camtasia. Did it run good? It ran alright. It rendered alright. It didn't have too many features though. It felt kind of limited. I mean, there was some cool stuff you could do. It had cool titles and stuff, but nah, it's C tier, alright? It's not that good. It's really not. I mean, if you buy this, I'm pretty sure you get the screen recorder for free, so that's the only reason people really used it. I feel like it was more popular for being a screen recorder, but you could just get OBS nowadays. It's like, who even needs Bandicam anymore? You know what I mean? Who needs Camtasia? You got OBS, that's all you need, dude. I don't know, it's C tier. Alright, next up we got CapCut. Now, I have personally not used CapCut a lot. I've only used it a few times. However, I'm gonna rank it just based on what I know about it and what I've seen and what I've done with it, and personally, it's pretty good. Alright, CapCut, it's got like kind of like some paid stuff in it, which is kind of dumb, you know what I mean? It should just be a one-time fee, whatever, you know how that all goes, but it's gotten really good. I've met a lot of editors that are mobile. They making edits on CapCut where I'm like, dude, you could tell people you made this on like After Effects and people will believe you. It's pretty good. Honestly, I think a majority of the best mobile editors somehow use CapCut in some way or another, so for that, would I give it A tier? Nah, I'll give it B tier for now. I don't know it that much. I've only made like a few edits on it. Maybe I'll make another video about it using it in like a, I don't know, an editing challenge, but it's alright though, you know, it's a good B tier. Alright, next up, we got Blender. Now listen, guys, I've also only used Blender a few times. Me personally, I don't like the user interface. I feel like the user interface is just too complicated, but I know people are gonna be like,
bro, you just gotta learn it.
And you're absolutely right. But is it good? Yeah, it's pretty good. I do think the only thing that separates it from most other programs is it's free, alright? I feel like because it's free, that's what got its popularity. And if I'm being real, like a couple years ago, Blender was so ass, dude. Blender was just so bad. Like you would look at Cinema and Blender and you'd be like, ew, why would you ever pick Blender over Cinema? But now it's actually pretty good. Like it's actually like putting up a good fight against all these other programs. I gotta give it respect. I'll give it A tier. We're also not gonna rank these 3D programs based on like using extra render engines, because you could get Octane on Cinema and Blender and pretty much get the exact same result. You know what I mean? Me personally, would I ever learn Blender? Probably not. I feel like I've spent too much time on Cinema already to the point where it's like I might as well just not bother learning Blender at this point, you know? Alright, this one's funny. Alright, we got Video Star. Okay, now Video Star, I think it's C tier. I feel like it's basically a step up from iMovie and Movie Maker, but it's a step down from CapCut. I haven't used it too much, right? But when I did use it, I feel like it was kind of not even confusing. It just felt dumb, bro. It just felt like really weird to use. Another thing I don't like about Video Star is honestly, you can tell when an edit is made on Video Star, alright? Like all these other programs, yeah, you can kind of tell if you pay close attention, but Video Star, it's like obvious. It's like, oh, this is a Video Star edit, you know what I mean? And I don't like that. I feel like genuinely, like CapCut, for example, you could fool people and make them think it was edited on After Effects and they would probably have no idea. But Video Star, nah, it's Video Star. That's C tier. Alright, next up, we got Power Director by CyberLink. Now, first of all, does anyone even use this? Like, I'm gonna be real, does anyone even use this? Same with Camtasia. Nobody uses that anymore. Movie Maker, oh, that's been long dead. But this one, honestly, it's basically Camtasia Junior. Like, they're the same thing, I feel like. There's not a whole lot separating. I don't like a lot of the effects on here, though. I feel like the text effects in particular, they're just not that good. They look too stock, almost. They look too standard. They just don't have any pizzazz to them. It's almost like Movie Maker presets, but like on a professional program. It's like, nah, it doesn't really go that well together. I think it's easily a C tier. I would never touch it again. Maybe for a video, but me personally, nah, not for me. Alright, this is the part of the video everyone was waiting for. Alright, guys, I bet you like half the viewers skipped to this part. You know what I mean? Oh, if you did, comment. Alright, I want to know who did. I feel like people skipped straight over to After Effects. They don't want to hear about any of these other stupid programs. And honestly, I feel that. A lot of these are stupid. But After Effects, man, where do I begin? Alright, I'm gonna just say this. After Effects is not S tier. Alright, you guys are probably thinking, oh, it's going in S tier easily. It's not an S tier program. And let me say why. There's one thing. I've been using this program almost 10 years now, but there's one thing about After Effects that is keeping it from S tier, alright? If it fixes one problem, easily an S tier, it'll be the best program ever made of all time. It will win all the Oscars, the Grammys, everything. It will win every award. And that one thing is performance, right? This is without a doubt one of the worst performing programs on this entire list, alright? And that's because it is built upon ancient, decade-old code, alright? It can't be optimized further than it is, alright? They'll always claim to add new GPU, Mercury, CUDA acceleration. No, that's some bogus, alright, guys? No matter how much GPU, CUDA, Mercury playback it adds, it's always gonna run terribly, no matter what. They still like to claim it has real-time playback on unaltered footage, but that's only true if your footage is 240p and like 10 FPS. That's the issue with it. It just can't run good, and it won't run good. It's not gonna ever be optimized unless they rebuild the entire program. But other than that, let's put that aside and think about this program itself, alright? This program is actually amazing. It is genuinely one of the most powerful, and there's no other program like it, alright? One of my friends told me that at first. He was like, oh, I like After Effects because there's no other program like it, and I doubted that. I'm like, oh, I don't know about that. But nah, it's true. This program is just built differently, honestly. There's always room for improvement. I feel like if they added some like good node editing, you know what I mean? Like almost like Nuke or Davinci, oh, it would be even better. But at the moment, it is still an amazing, powerful tool. I love this program with all my heart, and I think I'll always be using After Effects. It's not S tier though, because I can't stand the program. Like, dude, honestly, sometimes this program pisses me off more than anything else in the world. I can't tell you how frustrating this program is. I feel like everyone can all agree that this program will frustrate you if you use it long enough. Eventually, you're gonna snap or something. Alright, it'll probably make you go mental. It'll probably give you a manic episode. Who fucking knows? But with all that being said, it's an A tier program. Alright, this program is still revolutionary. It's not an S tier though, alright? It could be an S tier, but I feel like even though it's not an S tier, I'm still always gonna go back to this program because there's just stuff that I can do in this program that I can't do in any other program. I mean, maybe maybe Nuke, but that's like different, you know what I mean? Nuke's a completely different beast. So there we have it. After Effects is a solid A tier. Look, A for After Effects. You can't go wrong with that. All right, next up we got Lightworks, and now honestly, this program's kind of cool. I do like their logo and their user interface. They have a very cute user interface, and they got a cute little shark that helps you edit. All right, now I'm gonna be real, it's kind of cheesy, but it's adorable. All right, listen, the shark easily bumps it up to B tier. All right, you guys, if you've never used this program before, it's a cute program. All right, it's pretty powerful too. It's actually not bad. I'd compare it to Hitfilm almost. It's almost at that level, right? I mean, that's pretty much all there is to say about it. It's basically like Hitfilm but rebranded into a shark layout. All right, so maybe it is a little bit better. Nah, Hitfilm has more features actually. Hitfilm has a lot more effects. Yeah, it's B tier. It's not C tier. It's way better than these, so yeah, we'll put it in B tier. All right, this is another program everyone is expecting me to talk about. All right, more people probably skip to this part of the video than After Effects, but Premiere Pro. Let's get right into this. All right, guys, I'm gonna try and be as unbiased as possible, even though I know I have a video ranting about this program and I've talked a lot of smack about this program on so many streams, on so many tweets. I'm gonna be real, I don't like this program. All right, but unbiasedly, I have to give credit where it's due. So Premiere Pro, where do we start with this? I think I'll start by saying that this is without a doubt the most overrated program on this entire list. It is genuinely, I get why people like Premiere, and the reason I think people like Premiere is because honestly, I do feel like it's just the industry standard, but that doesn't mean it's good. Like, something can be the industry standard but still not be that good. All right, it's kind of just stupid calling it that because it's honestly a really cheap marketing strategy. I mean, it's like commercials when they call it like aircraft grade aluminum. Like, what does that even mean? It's just aluminum. Or military grade encryption. Like, dude, everything is military grade encryption. That's not special. But with that little tangent aside, all right, Premiere Pro, what does it do right? I'll say this, I do like how it's always getting new updates. All right, it is always still being worked on. There's always new content coming out for it. There's hundreds of thousands of tutorials on it. There's millions of presets and templates. All right, everyone knows about Premiere. If you have a problem with Premiere, you can easily find a fix because there's probably 100,000 videos talking about it. It's so oversaturated. It is honestly more common than anything on this list. I feel like more people use Premiere than anything on this program, but what does it go wrong? All right, why don't I like it? Me personally, it's got a lot of the flaws that After Effects has. It feels really outdated. All right, it doesn't feel modern at all. It is very bad in performance. Honestly, just for that alone, that's really it. It's just very bad in performance. It crashes a lot. It's more unstable than any of these other programs, and it is simply just outdated. It's honestly obsolete. And I know they're still adding modern features, but it's really based on just old code. All right, it's not modern at all. It is the opposite of modern. Yet everybody loves it. Everybody uses it. Now, there are some stuff you can do in Premiere that you can't do in a lot of these other programs. I get it. All right, I know what it can do. I know what it's capable of. I know the features of it. Honestly though, I just feel like you're better off using Davinci. All right, if you like Premiere, just use Davinci. You know, I want to give it C tier. I genuinely do. I gotta give it B tier though. All right, it's probably better than all the others in B tier. It's probably better than Hitfilm. It's probably better than Lightworks. It's definitely the most overrated program though. People think it's S tier. People think it's a god tier program. The only reason I even tried it in the first place was because I found out PewDiePie used to edit his videos on this when I was like 10 years old. Man, this was a decade ago. This was ages ago. This program is ancient, dude. I gotta disagree with people that think it's god tier. I really do. I think it's so overrated. All right, honestly, I added this one just for fun. We got YouTube's editor. What can you do in it? You can cut parts out. You can add music. It's F tier, all right? We don't even need to talk about what else you can do. It is so stupid. I added this just for the lulz, all right? Honestly, I added this just so we could have all these spaces filled because I didn't want to have an empty spot. There's really no reason to even have it on here, all right? Nobody uses this, unironically. The only time people use this is if they need to bore a face or if they said something inappropriate that they need to cut out years later. That's it. All right, this one's interesting, guys. We got Panzoid. Now, listen. Panzoid is that one website that everyone used to use for making intros back in the day. It used to suck. However, it was actually a genius idea because not a lot of kids have access to Cinema 4D or Blender, and nobody wants to just go out and pirate these in a bunch of plugins, you know? So that's where Panzoid comes in. It was based in your browser. All you had to do was go on the website, find a template, and boom, you're chilling. It wasn't good at first until eventually it got really good. It was full on like a 3D engine in your browser. It sounds kind of stupid at first, but genuinely, it's amazing, all right? I gotta give it B tier. It's not cool, all right? You're not gonna want to use this every day. Nobody uses this on a daily basis, all right? Nobody Just for that alone, we gotta give it C tier. Alright, listen, I respect Panzoid more than I respect Premiere, but on an actual program and software-wise, it's C tier. Alright, we're just gonna give it C tier. I'll always love Panzoid, alright? Panzoid will always have a special place in my heart. Alright, next up, we got Autodesk Maya. Now listen, guys, I know a lot of you guys are probably watching this video just to find out what program do I get next. What program am I gonna invest my time into and probably pirate? If you're gonna pirate Maya, be careful for the same reason as Nuke. It's not as risky. You're not gonna get gunned down like you will with Nuke, alright? But it's still, I just want to keep you guys safe out there, alright? Now, what is Maya? Maya is basically another 3D engine. This is like what all the OG, like, Minecraft movies were made on. You know, like the Minecraft music videos back in the day? They were all made on Maya. It does have an interesting user interface. I say that it is way more overwhelming to look at than Cinema or Blender even. Is it good? Yeah, it's pretty good. The engine itself, I believe it uses Arnold now. It might have used something different back in the day. I didn't use it when it was like first starting out, but it has a nice render engine that's, you know, built into it. So for that, actually, yeah, it's A tier. All right, I was gonna give it B tier, but no, it's good. All right, it earned it. All right, now listen, we got Houdini. Now I know, I don't even know what to say about it because I'm a little scared to what I have to say. All right, listen, Houdini could be an S tier. It is better than any other particle simulating program. All right, without a doubt. I bought X Particles for Cinema 4D. Worst mistake of my life. Don't ever buy X Particles. It actually sucks. Turbulence FD for Cinema is pretty good, but you can do pretty much everything in like all these other programs in Houdini though, and it'll just look insane. I mean, it'll blow people's mind. It's got physics simulations. You know what I mean? It's got all these simulations, water. You can do everything. All right, Houdini is the master of it. All right, is it easy to learn? Hell no. Is it doable? Hell yeah, it is. All right, so we gotta give it S or A. I haven't used it enough though, so I don't know how it is long term. I've only used it a few times. For all I know, this could be the world's most unstable program. We'll give it A tier. All right, for now, we'll just give it A tier. All right. I'm gonna piss off so many people. I'm gonna make everyone angry, alright? Now, this is all gonna be unbiased, alright? This is just how good of a program it is. It's not gonna be super opinionated. We got Unreal here. Now, I'm gonna be real. I don't like Unreal. I know there's probably so many people who are gonna roast me in the comments saying, "Oh, dude, what is wrong with you? I will banish you from the Unreal Engine realm. You are never welcome in this universe ever again." Dude, Unreal has so many fanboys. There are Unreal Engine stans out there. There are Unreal fanboys. And I get why. I see why people like this program. If you don't know what Unreal is, it's basically a 3D engine, but in real time, alright? You don't have to wait for rendering, really. You don't have to dedicate weeks or months of time to render your film, alright? It is pretty much real time. It's got path tracing, it's got ray tracing, it's got a bunch of other wacky stuff on it. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I find the user interface really ugly, but it has a modern user interface, alright? So what's the problem with Unreal Engine, you're asking, alright? It's modern? Yes. Does it run good? Yes. What's the problem with it? Alright, at the start of the video, I said we're not basing it based off of external render engines. I know you can install Octane on this program and get some cool looking results, but we're not going to be talking about that, right? We're just going to focus on the program itself. The reason I don't like Unreal, though, is I just find it ugly. Not the actual program itself, I find what it makes ugly. I don't like the way the renders look. And I know there's going to be fanboys about like, "Oh, Order, you could do path tracing, bro. You can do this. It's got materials. You just got to know." No, dude, I don't like the way it looks, alright? And this is gonna, oh, dude, this is gonna enrage everyone, actually. It's got the same problem that VideoStar has. Alright, listen. You can tell when an edit is made in VideoStar, and you can tell when an edit is made in Unreal. And a lot of people like to add Unreal Engine in the title of their edits with this program. And it's like, bro, you didn't even have to. You could just tell it's Unreal. And personally, it just doesn't look good. It genuinely just looks like Fortnite graphics on an edit. Because it is Fortnite graphics on an edit. It's so dumb. I just find it so ugly. It just doesn't look good, dude. It really doesn't. And I know there's path tracing and I know there's all this other stuff, but at the end of the day, it just doesn't look good, dude. It really doesn't, man. I hate to be that guy. I'd rather watch edits with direct lighting than Unreal, dude. And you can make direct lighting look better than Unreal, dude. It's so dumb. I don't know. I'm so sorry, though. If you're a fan of Unreal, I am sorry, man. I don't like this program. Now let's get back to the unbiased review. All right, where does it go? I'm gonna put it in A tier. Honestly, me personally, it would be like D or C, all right? It's okay. I get why people like it, all right? I know why it's cool. Is it good? good. Yeah, it's good. But I use it. Hell no. I'm staying far away from Unreal. You'll never catch me on Unreal. I'm sorry, guys. It's bad. To me, it sucks. Not because it's laggy or any of these other reasons why I don't put these up higher. It's just not for me. And there you guys have it. We have finished the editing tier list. Now, like I said, I'm only ranking these on programs I've used myself. So there's not going to be any Final Cut or any other weird stuff like that. This is only the programs I've used. I feel like it's pretty good. Now, we gotta come back to some of these. All right, Vegas. I kind of want to put Vegas in S tier. Nah, we're not putting Vegas in S tier. That's an A tier. AE is still an A tier. I feel like everything, yeah, I feel like everything works itself out here. Yeah, I wouldn't really change anything about it. Honestly, I feel like this is a really good list. I'd like to know your thoughts in the comments down below because I know some people are probably mad about Unreal. Some people are mad about Filmora even. Who knows? All right, guys, I just want to know exactly what your thoughts are. All right, speak your mind in the comment section down below. But as always, guys, my name is OutofOrder or Order. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to subscribe if you want to watch more videos like this. I'm going to be making a lot more videos like this in the future as well. My editing pack is in the description down below, as well as my Discord and my social media links. So if you want to stay up to date with what I do, be sure to check them out. Your support means everything to me. All right, guys, I really fucking love y'all so fucking much. I'm so glad you guys watched the video. I appreciate you guys more than you guys realize. Thank you so much again. But nevertheless, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next video, boys. Peace out, gamers.